Hello, and happy Sunday. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Junior Jaguar, and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. So I'm about to get into a goals and objectives reading for my water signs. What is it? Cancer, Scorpio. How can I forget Scorpio? What is it? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Placements for water signs. Now, sometimes we do spreads to motivate us or to make us feel confident enough to take that plunge when we're feeling fearful, weak, or indecisive. But my goals and objectives spread is going to give you the confidence to follow your goals and aspirations. So you can also use this reading to help you gain clarity if you're not sure which direction to take, or if you already made a decision and if you're not sure if you should stick with it. So this will be a 7-card spread. We're going to get insight on your current objective, what your talent or skill is, what you lack, the beneficial influence in your life, what your potential is, the promise of progress, and then finally the outcome. So hopefully this will help give you insight on what you need to prioritize for the month of March. And remember, I'm doing these readings just for the first week of the month. I think I'm just going to do them every weekend. I think every weekend I'm going to do first week of the month. Since I'm doing blockages and priorities reading every weekend I'm going to do first week of the month. I'm going to do goals and objectives, and following weekends are going to be soul mirror shadow work readings. Yeah, I want to say those are timeless, and they'll be there whenever you are ready to watch them. So yeah, that's that on that. I think that's all the housekeeping stuff out the way. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on what my water signs goals and objectives are for the month of March? Ace of Swords for your current objective, your talent or skill. Ooh. Ooh. 2 of Cups, what you lack. 4 of Pentacles. What your your beneficial influence is a 7 of Swords. Your potential is the 7 of Cups. What the hell? I don't know what your potential is. Number 6, or the promise of progress, is a 6 of Pentacles. This don't seem good at all. What the hell is this water signs? The outcome, High Priestess. You know what? I'm gonna throw this whole justice is at the bottom of the deck. I make wise decisions. The only major arcana that is out on the spread, with an exception to the card at the bottom of the deck, is this High Priestess, which is with the outcome. Just keep that in mind. So for the month of March, it seemed like Spirit gonna let you do, the divine gonna let you do whatever you do whatever you want to, water signs. You do whatever you want to. But if you ain't do what you need to, Spirit gonna handle you accordingly. Okay? Okay? Especially justice as I make wise decisions. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, your current objective is the Ace of Swords. It says, I embrace clarity and truth. So, maybe your current objective is communication. I'm not about to try to figure this out. Let's read this. Whatchamajiggy. Can you work it out? I'm trying to work it out. That was like Beyonce's worst song. And it's stuck in my head right now. Well, maybe somebody wants to work something out with you. Anywho, this card is about breakthroughs, clarity, and the power of truth. Tap into your intellectual power to make clear decisions and slice through the noise to find the truth. Use your mind as a tool for achieving your goals and overcoming obstacles. Notice how it says use your mind as a tool. Like, don't ask other people, don't ask ChatGPT or Cloud or Gemini or any other AI thing. Your mind. Feel them synapses snapping. So, you can gain fresh insight that cuts through the niceties to start a new friendship, or conversely sever ties with someone who is no longer offering you positivity. That's your current objective. So this card can indicate a new beginning or project, such as writing a book that has a lot of potential to succeed. If you have fire in your chart, I give an analogy about somebody writing a book. Hell, I don't know. Maybe that's for you too. So this card can indicate, well, in love, this card can indicate a romance with someone clever with words, or in a relationship, it's signaling you can work through any issues with honest and good faith discussion. Okay? So, you know what? Hot diggity damn. Because notice how I say at the very beginning of this spread, it said you can do what you want all month, but if you don't do what you need to do, Spirit's going to handle you accordingly. Ace of Swords, you can either build a relationship or sever one. And all you need is good, honest truth. So you have an opportunity to either come clean or to connect with somebody and just be honest and forthright. Okay? You have that opportunity to do that. Considering the spread, we have Ace of Swords, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles. So that's giving somebody wanting to somebody communicating. So water signs, I know who I'm reading for, because this spread is for people for deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. So I know I'm not talking to no perfect people. So you have an opportunity to come clean to somebody that you're probably on the outs with, that you want to work things out with. And either you are wanting to be deceptive with it. So it's like, should I be honest about it, or should I just say a little bit just to get them back in, or should I just make up some excuse? And then when it comes to Four Pentacles, I manage my resources wisely, ensuring prosperity. That's in the lack section. So hold on, wait. The talent or skill is a Two of Cups. Let me just start all over, because I'm getting away. Let me finish this whole spread before I bring it home. because I think you're feeling, if you are getting where I'm getting, please put a jaguar in the comments. But if not, we're going to break it on down. So, current objective is Ace of Swords. You have the opportunity to either build a relationship or nicely cut one off. Okay. Your talent or skills is the Two of Cups, which says, I cherish the bonds I form. You have a knack for building relationships, building bonds, all that good stuff. Let me see if this says anything insightful. The Two of Cups heralds a period of celebration and the manifestation of love, the union of two energies forging one bond. It's all about the synergy of mutual intention. When it comes to love, the seeds of intention you plant now have the potential to blossom into a beautiful reality. Single, a new love, if that's what you desire, will be on their way to you. In existing relationships, it's about cultivating respect and gratitude. So, your thoughts and attitudes can transform your partnership into something extraordinary, transcending the sum of its parts. If an old flame is on the scene, it might be time to open a new chapter. If the realm of business, in the realm of business, the Two of Cups suggests that partnerships can thrive. So you have the talent or skill of making successful partnerships, having them thrive, making good, wonderful connections. Maybe you are very charismatic, you're good with your words, you're good at pulling on people's heartstrings and pulling them in and having them root for you and love you and be your bestie and open up to you. Now, what you lack is the Four of Pentacles, which says, I manage my resources wisely, ensuring prosperity. So maybe the reason why you are afraid of going to this individual is because of your stability. Maybe you're going through financial problems. Maybe you are wanting to come back to somebody for stability, or you don't want to come back to them for stability, but you worry if you either worry, okay, you either want to come back to somebody for stability, you um you are wanting to come towards somebody that you're interested in, but you're not sure if you are financially on their level. You know how certain women have certain standards, and you're like, ooh, baby, you too expensive for me. I can do none with you, baby. So so maybe that could be it, but it also could be that you are wanting to create a connection with somebody, but you are holding back in some type of way. So, yeah, maybe you have a hard time managing your resources, and maybe you want to work with somebody, but you don't necessarily have the funds to work with them just yet. But you want to figure out, like, hey, maybe we can work a deal or something, have a little sale or discounts or something. So yeah. Now, beneficial influence is the Seven of Swords. It says, I navigate, excuse me, why do that? I navigate challenges with wisdom and discretion. Okay? So, if you know somebody's a gold digger, don't be coming around here saying, oh yeah, I just got my check next week. My income tax came, it was X amount. I had a big sign-on bonus on work. Like, don't be bragging about all this stuff. And of course, if they come back, if it was ghost town when you're struggling, if it was ghost town when you were regular schmegular and you post about to come up and then people want to hit you up and curious, they might be a gold digger. They might be a clout chaser. Okay? Now, it could also be maybe in business, what is it? Kind of like the pursuit of happiness, like the dude was super broke and poor, and he had to just like get his shit together and fake it till he made it. Even though it was like really, really hard times, he just had to put on a happy face, hide things in places, and make it work. Now your potential is a 7 of Cups. I don't know what that is. Could vary for multiple people. It could be that it depends on what choice you make. Depends on how honest and forthright you are. Now, if you're trying to scam people for little for a quick buck, or if you're trying to be honest and forthright, and really break down, okay, Sheila, I'm coming back. I did XYZ and I loved it. Don't tell me you loved it. I mean, if you did, it's okay. But it's not fulfilling. There's a difference between doing things for enjoyment or being fulfilled. So, or recognizing, was it the 80-20 rule? Like, don't leave somebody who's 80% of what you want for somebody who's 20. But it's also the thing that you can get somebody that's 100% what you want. You don't know it's gonna be perfect. But there are certain things that make you want to look for somebody else. That's probably a telltale sign that that's not your person. No matter how good they are, it just might not be your person. But 7 of Cups. So this is your potential. You have the potential to make choices with clarity. So this card represents choices, fantasies, and the illusion of plenty. It's a card that may appear in a reading when you're faced with many options, whether it's jobs, lovers, or something else, leaving you unsure which to choose, or perhaps you're lost in wishful thinking and daydreams. This sounds some Pisces energy. No offense, I love my Pisces. Pisces is my North Node, but I'm an Aries sun, so I know how to ground myself. Anywho, your task is to distinguish between visible paths and unrealistic fantasies. If you're feeling overwhelmed with so many choices, this card is urging you to reach within to receive the right answer. Ground yourself and approach your decisions with a clear, realistic mindset. You're on the right path. Envision your best future and take proactive steps to improve the situation. So you need to take action. If you need help deciding what action to take, please check out my blockages and priorities reading. They come out every week, and I do individual signs. So Aries, no, this is not Aries, water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I've already done your signs, and I'm gonna start next week, probably tomorrow. So yeah, depending on how you make your choices, depends on what you're gonna get. Now, the promise of progress is the 6 of Pentacles. Generosity and receiving are in balance. So, whatever the outcome is, the outcome depends on how well you trust your intuition. Okay. With the High Priestess coming for the outcome, saying, I trust my intuition. Now, the 6 of Pentacles says generosity and receiving are in balance. So maybe, So you can always probably ensure a good so whatever type of interaction you get depends on what you focus on and manifest. So I do have my blog. What is I'm gonna put some playlists from my other channel, Jenny Jaguar TSP, um, to see if they will help. Because I know I'm pretty sure I have something that talks about, oh yeah, I do have a self-sabotage. The abundant shift playlist that has some mindset stuff to help you shift your mindset so you can stop self-sabotaging. So yeah, oh yeah, that's a good one. So, Holy Spirit, what shadow aspects? Oh, let me move this. I don't think I need this anymore. But if you want to keep the affirmations, if you need any of these affirmations to help you, if you don't know how to use affirmations, please, there's a link in the description box for my blog post on it. But the affirmations associated with this spread that you may need for the month is: I trust my intuition. Generosity and receiving are in balance. I make choices with clarity. I manage my resources wisely, ensuring prosperity. I navigate challenges with wisdom and discretion. I cherish the bonds I form. And lastly, I embrace clarity and truth. All right, so without further ado, let's get into a little bit of shadow work. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on what shadow aspects could be keeping my water signs? What is this? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Why do I keep forgetting Scorpio? I'm a Vedic Scorpio. Anywho, what shadow aspects could be keeping my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, from achieving their goals and objectives this month? Pain is your teacher came out. And so to some people, you may avoid pain instead of using it as a teacher. Envy, lack, comparison, resentment, fear of intimacy, vulnerability, exposure, fear of connection. It's funny, you want a connection. You have a talent or skill in connecting with others, but you have a fear of intimacy. That's very interesting. Wholeness includes cracks. Maybe you have a fear of people making fun of or deeming you not worthy because of your imperfections or your tenderness. Some people, you may have a fear of success, fear of visibility, pressure, fear of expansion. So what is it? That Two of Cups could have been like making deals or closing business deals and stuff like that. And then last one came out is unprocessed grief, loss, sorrow, emotional stagnation. What is that? I think the reason why I said that other card that came out, oh, I can't even remember what it was now. But pain is your teacher. I don't know why I said it's so hard. This ain't no game show. This is not Jeopardy. But what is it? Pain is your teacher came out, even though that wasn't your spread, is because you need to understand that it's okay to process your grief and those emotions, because maybe you're avoiding processing the grief of those painful of the pain. So what is it? I did have a client. I had a personal training client. So when I was leaving the gym and to go into coaching full time, I was told, I was like, oh, I would love to see you for last session. And so she was getting sad because she wanted to renew personal training sessions. But since I'm no longer going to work at the gym, I was going to wait till last session to tell her, like, hey, this will be the last session, but if you want to continue coaching with me, then, that's fine. But she was so afraid of the pain of losing people, because even when it was like the anniversary of her mother's loss, she canceled some personal training sessions just because she didn't like the feelings of the grief. And so she was like, yeah, usually it would be okay, I would have a good time, I would do a good job of suppressing those emotions, but this year was just really bad. I was like, yeah, usually when you start exercising, you start losing weight, you're releasing those emotions and the toxins associated with those unprocessed grief that's in your body, which is why a lot of people stop exercising, because they've been avoiding not the pain of the exercise, but the pain that is buried within the fat that has been holding onto their body. So, yeah, it was kind of hard. Actually, this kind of prompts me to reach out to her. But yeah, if that's what you are going through, or if that sounds like um, you just need to learn to be comfortable sitting with those emotions. What is it? I am a mental wellness coach. I do a meditation with my clients that makes it easier for them to sit with those uncomfortable emotions. So I believe I do have a discount going on my one-on-one wellness coaching services for National Nutrition Month, as well as March being I want to say Women's Health Month, because it's what National International Women's Day, March 11th or whatever. Links in the description box on how to access that if you are needing coaching to work through those processed emotions, or if you want personal training, or if you just want to get your mind, body, and spirit right so you can look all nice, right, tight. Okay. So yeah, that's shadow work. This went by really fast for a goals and objectives reading. Oh yeah, that's what I did. Well, let's use this one. Well, just for some clarifications, make it easier for a 3-card spread. Holy Spirit, can you give me a clarification for my water signs if this month's goals and objectives apply to them? 3 cards to clarify a love spread, 3 cards to clarify a career spread, if the goals and objectives reading apply to them. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Technically you have 4, but So for love, we have a 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. The 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What is a connection you're with in the past, and they are either you or they are a little standoffish to them? Holy Spirit, can you give me 3 cards to clarify my water signs, to give me a confirmation for my water signs that this goals and objectives pertains to their career or personal development? I'm hearing Jesus. All right. We have the Sun card. Six of Cups again. See, something told me to do two different decks. Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. With the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So maybe somebody from your past is in career. Maybe somebody from your past is recognizing that you are indeed a Queen of Pentacles. And so they are wanting to rush in. Or maybe water signs, you're recognizing somebody from your past is the Queen of Pentacles and you're wanting to rush in. They're the Star. Knight of Swords, Star, World card, Chariot, Fool card, Temperance. God damn. A lot happened since last time you seen them. This person is shining. They done online glowed up. Maybe was it driving a truck with the Chariot? It's all sparkly and is it blinged out maybe? Somebody has a new attitude with the Fool card, looking balanced and glowing. Knight of Wands, very attractive. All right, so for love, it was what? 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. So something from the past. Could be a family or a friend thing. Maybe it was somebody that was younger than you, or somebody that you looked down to, that you thought was maybe a little bit naive, that you thought that you had more than at some point. Or is it? And now it looks like their cup is bigger. What is it? Maybe at one point either you or them had a lot of options and they didn't choose you or you didn't choose them. And now that they're older, they're a little bit more guarded, or you're a little bit more guarded. I'm getting self-sabotage. This 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting like a glow up. Like, clap back. Oh, my titty itch. Somebody must miss you. Alright, so that's that on that. Let's end it. That went by really fast. Let's see. If you like the way I read, please do not hesitate to like, comment, or subscribe. If you want me to continue picking up on your energy, drop a jaguar in the comments. Meow. Wait, I laugh every time I hear that because I have a little cousin and she was like 4 or 5 years old and she was in love with cats. And there was a time I was staying with my uncle and she would always be up under me. His wife wasn't with them. And so she would talk to me in a cat. And so it was one day I was making her something to eat and I was like, Boom Boom, what do you want to eat? Because we call her Boom Boom. My uncle, every child of his had a nickname. And to the point, like, we didn't know some of his kids' real name because we just call them by their nickname so much. But anywho, Boom Boom. I was like, Boom Boom, what do you want to eat? She was like, meow. I was like, do you want this or that? Meow. I was like, Boom Boom, please use English. She's like, meow. I was like, Boom, I'm not playing with you. And it was so cute. She was the sweetest thing. Oh my goodness, she's so gorgeous. But yes. Here we go. I don't know, maybe that was a little funny for you. Maybe maybe that has something to do with you or spirit. Maybe either in your real life you keep asking somebody to work with you, but they're not working with you, or you're asking spirit to um you're asking spirit for like clarity, or for you to make a decision, or for clear direct guidance, and spirit is just like, do what I say. Did you do what I said first? Why are you asking me any other questions other than why you have not done what I've asked you to do already? Wah, wah, wah. All right, here we go. Without further ado, intuition and mystery with that owl. Maybe that moon again. Okay, I gotta do this. Every time I do these readings, I keep seeing moon, and so it keeps motivating me to do this. Not necessarily maybe an astrology, like an astrology moon chakra healing course. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. So, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna get done. Anywho, cards that came out says intuition and mystery, endings and reflections, as well as beginnings and renewals. Yeah, you're probably coming from a time of darkness into light. The reason why I say that is because of look at how these cards are all coming out. Doesn't it look like a nice little darkness into light type of thing? So yeah. Intuition mystery says trust your intuition today. Often the answers aren't obvious, but your inner guidance is the truest one. Look inward and unravel the hidden mysteries, allowing yourself to embrace deeper wisdom. So the next one says endings and reflection for sunset. Sunset symbolizes the close of a chapter. So today, take time to reflect on the past and organize your thoughts. Let go of what's done, express gratitude for every moment, and get ready for new beginnings. So, yeah, maybe somebody's coming back just so you can completely close that cycle and let them know it's over. It's over now. Move over. The You've been played out. It's over. The game shut down. Sorry. That's funny. Um. Anywho, last card says beginnings and renewal with spring, which is here now. So, spring invites new beginnings and a sense of renewal. It's a time to plant seeds, whether for your personal journey, your goals, or new ideas, and nurture them as they begin to grow. Card at the bottom. Hold on, I didn't show you that. That's cute. All right. So, then, the card at the bottom of the deck says vitality and creativity. Ooh, I love it when it brings it back home to the original beginning of the spread. So now is the time to unleash your inner creativity. Do not be afraid to express yourself. Pursue the goals that ignite your passion, whether through art, work, or the little things in life. Allow yourself to shine. Maybe the energy you crave. Wait, I don't know if I said this for water signs or for air signs, but whatever sign it was, because I did these back to back, I was talking about how you may have just got done. I think it was fire sign, but if you have a fire sign, anywho, but in the fire sign reading, I was saying how if you probably just got done with a certain chapter in your life, and so you are getting out of a point of hard time, hustle mode, what is it, survival mode. You're getting out of survival mode, and your body may want to rest and relax and shut down, but this is the prime time in your career for you to make moves and to move forward. Am I not supposed to be saying this? Okay. Okay, but anywho, um So yeah, this is maybe tapping into your creativity will help you get the energy to keep moving forward. Okay. But it is important to learn how to take rest in between. It's not always go, go, go. Okay. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you like the way I read, as I said before, please like, comment, subscribe, drop a jaguar in the comments. Wow. Okay. I hope this helps. What is this? Blockages and priorities readings will start next week. Well, they're every week. But yeah, so if you need help and guidance on what specifically to do in your career or in your relationships or in your personal development, then just wait till next week and you'll get more guidance. All right. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until then, happy healing.